I'll just give a couple of seconds for a couple people to get in here. Enjoy the music. Fixing something. There you go. Hey, what's up, man? Hey, kids, what's up? All right. We got it here. We got it going on Facebook, man. Facebook family, the godfather of rock. I'm getting old, 55. Imagine that. My sister's in the house. Mom's in the house. Everybody's in the house. All right. This morning I came down. This is my union address. Imagine that. No one did that on Facebook. That was good. Hey, Johnny Kurt, what's up, bro? Donna Clayton. Okay, we got Leon, Maria, Chrissy. We got them all. Cheryl. All right. This morning I put up a video with Steve Torres. Over the months, really hasn't been a nightmare for me. More for you, I think. I can handle it. Everything Steve Torres did, he made up. All right. He's not an advocate for a fundraiser, for fundraiser pages. There is no such thing as GoFundMe where they give you a medical card. It would take too long. You would have to be a dumbass to believe that. He accused me of PayPal crap. PayPal don't do that. My PayPal record is clean, to tell you the truth. He also accused me of fake fundraiser page. They're all real. All right. Now, what's going to go on? Well, here's what I'm going to do. You know what? See, I always keep extra stuff. I've always kept it. All right. Now, I called up Arkansas today, and Steve Torres looks to kill that rock shop. Is not a sole proprietor. It's not an incorporation. It's not an LCC. People in Arkansas felt very bad for what happened to me. All right, Steve's hometown. Imagine that. So took my side. So when you have extra stuff, you have these. And let me get them in my hand right. They're called flash drives. I got a call. I got to make one call. Steve has pulled the biggest bunch of bullshit about my sickness and everything. I am sick, very sick. You know, if you want to give to the fundraiser, you give. You don't, you don't. It comes from your heart. If you want to share it around, you tap on the fundraiser, add your friends. I'm clearing out the final fundraiser, and that's it. I'm going to get my life back together and enjoy my family on Facebook for a change. All right. I got a little work to go. See, I called with the power of my lawyers and stuff. I had a powwow with the law firm over there. They don't do that sort of stuff. Steve Torres lies. He lies like a rug, just like you pulled it up. I just put up if I would ask you to sign a petition on Raymond Rhinesmith. It was a horrible thing what they did to me. I asked my question, what is humanity in life? I got picked on all my life, and just because Raymond's a little overweight, Raymond's a good guy. Raymond worked for me, and Steve Torres grabbed a picture of him and made fun of him. Called him fat. Now Ray's got a family. It wasn't fair to him. Hey, what's up, Jenny? How you doing? And thanks for the donation. Listen, in life on Facebook, you shouldn't make fun of no one. Some of the stuff I see up there is pretty horrifying. You think it's funny, but to another person. About a month ago, I seen when I was actually a couple months ago when I was very, very thin, I seen someone put up a post of two very skinny people and joking about it. All right. I didn't think it was very funny. Hey, Carrie, what's up? Sometimes you got to think about what you put on Facebook and how you can hurt either a heavy-set person, a person with mental disorders, a person that's trying to get off drugs. All right, 100%. I'm a firm believer in God, and I told you that this morning, heaven and hell. What is heaven and hell? I believe in God, and people go to hell for the things they do. God will forgive. But with Steve Torres and his cult following over there, his evil supporters ran with the biggest lie in the world. And when Dio wrote the song, it said this morning, on the end of the song, it says, your life's a carousel spinning fast. You got to ride it well. The world is full of kings and queens who blind your eyes and steal your dreams. No one in this family will ever steal my dreams or they will be booted. I just booted two people because they said, why did you send me that video? That video I sent was about what happened with Steve Torres. So that's not really important. We all have problems. I got an old-time person in the house. Her name is Heather Klein. She knows me really well. She knows my story. She knows it's 100% true. I go back to Heather with MySpace. She knows I'm a case maker. She knows I played in a band called Ritual. Heather has talked to me up in the studio when I was recording back in the day. All right. So we'll keep it with that. Thank you, Heather. Heather put up, I knew it was Heather when she posted it. She couldn't hide her name. It was different. Girl with an opinion. Gotta love that. Now with Steve, I'm going to take care of his ass. Steve, I hope you have all your business records and all that shit in order because the shit's going to hit the fan. See, I don't like being fucked around with, bro. See, I've changed, man. And I think Heather, since she's seeing me right now, she knows I've changed. Peekaboo, Heather. All right. Now, Carrie Hart. Carrie Hart, I'm going to call her now, not Carrie Huff. Carrie Huff's the heart girl, man. She's like fucking fireworks happen. Now, listen, you try to be good to people. What happened to me? So I got sick, and I'm still sick. They said the change of me walking, it'll be a miracle if I ever walk right again. I started with Metal Forever. I had a dream of putting a family together back in '93 with my business, and I did. Brought the family together, built cases. So I figured, why not bring it to Facebook? Hey, Patrice, what's up, girl? Now, I learned to twirl drumstick over this whole fucking thing. You know what? Was pretty cool. I learned to do it with both hands. Um, you know, now Steve said something. Steve said something really. Steve said, I think like a third grader, man. Imagine this shit, man. Now, Steve, there's going to be a little problem here getting up. All right. Now, Steve Torres, let me tell you something, my friend. Check me for Parkinson's. I still get the shakes because of the, let's see. What is that thing called? Radiation they stick in you? I'm sick as a dog, man. You know what? If it was the 4th of July, I'd be lighting your asshole up like a Roman candle, bro. Imagine that. I can even play ET, man, to your house. I'll knock on your door. My thumb will probably glow. Check that shit out. Now, Steve, the way you think is so slow. The way you talk is like an idiot. What rock did they pull you from Arkansas? Okay. Would like to know that shit. Now, Steve, you have all the time in the world. Hey, Raymond, right? Raymond out of St. Martin's in here, man. My driver that gets me to the doctor, then Carmen Zoe. No, I am. Now, I want you to do something, Steve. I want you to try an experiment. I want to see how coordinated you are, bro. Right? I think Ray knows where I'm going with this, right? Now, Steve. The thing is, I could take I could take my hands and slowly keep the same motion. But Steve, what if I speed it up in the same motion? I guess I'm not that stupid, Steve. Now, Steve, if I really want to talk fast to you, like like get the fuck out of my house and get down the street and go stick yourself in the ass. You know what? I could talk really fast and tell you to stick it. So my mind thinks faster than you. You're an idiot. You played a deck of cards of jokers with me. I never lose. 1999, I beat a battle with the IRS with a bad partnership for $89,000. You never shook me. You never did nothing to me. You can't shake me, make me, or break me. The only thing you got to do is hit Care Club for Men, and you got to pray to God with your HMG radio. Help me, God, how long you're going to get sentenced when I'm done. Now, as with the other people, I'm putting them up one by one. I'm putting up the 50 most wanted at a time. Now, this is your choice of my family to go through them. Take them off your Facebook page. They're toxic. They came to me, turned on me, whatever, talked behind my back. I got chats. I'll finish backing up. And like I said, Steve, I had the other ones I backed up before, but I had more I had to get. You had a lot of shit up there, man. There was 15,000 comments, man. I was like, damn, man. With all the same people, man. Steve, I gotta ask you a question, man. You like to write so much bullshit about me. How do you get your orders out the door? Start. Wait, whoa, Kelly. I know you're here to stop arguing with him. No, I'm not going to stop arguing with him. He's picked on someone who's crippled here. So I am not going to argue with him. Damn, Skippy. Hell fucking yeah. All right. I didn't start this whole thing. Steve Torres started in the first chats. I'll send it to you. He was this advocate for this GoFundMe thing, and he lied all the way to its top. And he brought Tinkerbell came in. I was a murderer. Nah, this ain't an argument. This is called Paul wins the war. My name is Paulie D, and you'll see I will put Steve Torres in the pokey if you don't get poked. I'm not playing. There's so many people behind me on this. You see my Facebook page. Between all the musicians, I got the letters and stuff coming. I got about 20, 30,000 behind me. Steve said I was never a case maker, so I don't know. I guess I was. I got a call from Don Sessions today, who was Sessions and Son Hardware, who made the hardware back in the 80s, and he works for Calzone Case. Yeah, he's wasting his time, Kelly. You got that right. Because he lied. He's just going to get screwed. He should have concentrated and focused. I can focus on metal forever. Listen, he says he runs a business. He's a business person. The shit he wrote to me, man, about wire fraud and shit, made it up. Oh well, shit happens. See, I concentrate even though I don't get paid for nothing here. I concentrate on the one most valuable thing to me, road recovery. I get people well. Now, Steve could have all the supporters in the world. He's not helping people get over anxiety, depression, drugs. I'm the best at it. I've talked to doctors about it. There's no one better. Try me, and I don't even have a degree. Imagine that. I never read a fucking book. It's a shame Steve Torres did this, and he could have concentrated on Looks to Kill, Rock Shop, HMG Radio, Steve Rocks. But with Steve to me is like David Bowie and Alice Cooper. Steve Torres turns into Steve Rocks in a delusional world. See, how would I know that? Because I was out so much with Bowie, and Bowie discussed about Dave and Ziggy Stardust to me back in the day. See, I didn't ask Dave about that because that was not my thing. That like asking Alice when I talked to Cooper. I don't do them things. You know what? He says I throw names out there, okay? Now, if I didn't throw names out there, how the hell would you know who I work with in the music business? What am I supposed to say? Well, I worked with, and yeah, I work with, and I also work with, you want to know the names. As of the platinum albums. Now, seriously, I'm going to get up a minute. Hold on. I got to show you the most funniest fucking thing in the world. I think. This is killing me. Yeah. Yeah. I was pulling out memorabilia. Fuck. All right. Memorabilia gets heavy. Listen. Steve Torres said something, all right, about one thing. And you know what that is? You can buy a platinum album with the band's name on it. Yes, you can. It's 60, 70 bucks on eBay. All right. But I am telling you from my heart, I want everybody to take a close look at this. You do not buy it. Let me get the glare out of it. You do not buy it when it was presented to my company from Radioactive Records, the Ultimate Case Company. You would have to buy it off of me. That's from the band Live Secret of Somalia, all right? Now, see, Live was a great band to me. Live, I did a lot of work with Live, you know? Again, you don't go to eBay and they don't put the Ultimate Case Company for commemorative of sales. That was the third album from Live, all right? And this ain't no like show-off thing for me. Nah, you bitch. Oh, getting old, man. 55 is a real killer. But the one album, and it was the last album that really the whole album went really good. It was Throwing Copper. Now the manager The manager, like my wife, and I don't think it was the first platinum album I got. It was from Live and said to Paul Denise DeVoe, my ex-wife. These things in life, Steve made it up. Steve's been in the business for 5 years as a radio station. Hey, man, if you got to do that, do it. Make a living. But don't make up lies that you can't back. I can back everything I have said on Facebook. I never said I made Bon Jovi. There's a plaque back there I cut off the side of the case. I got credits on Bon Jovi's albums. Yes. Bon Jovi was endorsed with me as much as Anthrax, Greg Howe, Sony, drum for Cyndi Lauper. I can put up the clientele list. Jeanette Carnes laughed at it. Now there's problems, Steve. See, I'm going up to storage in April, and I appreciate everybody with all the help, the donations to keep me alive, keep my storage, because I got a couple of priceless things up there of my mom she gave me. Things these days with magazines and Kiss stuff don't mean as much to me as things I cherish. I'm into an old school Christmas, so I like the blown glass balls and shit my mom gave me. All right. The one thing, Steve, you're going to have a problem with, see, up in the storage is the 2 stamps, my notary stamps for Cases Unlimited and the Ultimate Case Company. What are you going to say? You said I doctor it up, word processed all my doctor stuff. Now I called over to Dr. Saccone, the guy who took my kidney out. I'm going over to take a picture. And I'm going down with Richard, and he's going to talk to Saccone. All right. They're all signing me letters, and they're giving me the rest of the paperwork for my kidney being out and all that stuff. So for the people that don't believe, fuck it, put it up. They like me, they'll give it to me for free. I'm going for one more test in probably 2 months. The brain test, no contrast for brain damage, so it is what it is, man. So I'm going to get off this kick in a minute, and we're going to talk. We're going to have fun. Why not? Some things in life, Steve Torres, you do things, and I'm sorry about your son. I brought your son into it because you did something hurtful. You called my girlfriend's daughter a dumbass, who she has brain damage. From the age of 2, she broke free from Elisa, and a car hit her and threw her 50 feet under another car. And everybody said, did you hear what Paulie D said about your son? The only thing I found disturbing, Steve, see, I go through the net. I'm sorry about your son committed suicide. I will never understand why there is a picture of a gun laying on a table. I don't care if it's a pellet gun with your son. See, I dig around the net, Steve. I'm real fast. I go through pages like a motherfucker. That should never be on Facebook at all. Especially if a person has problems. I don't care if it's a pellet gun. I don't care if it's a cap gun. My father was a cop, chief of auxiliary police. I've shot since the age of 5. I'm good at it. I also have my carrying permit. Imagine that. Now, we're going to skip to Steve Torres. I want to know how all of you are doing tonight, man. Check that out. Kim just walked in the house. Crystal's in the house. Meredith is in the house. I want to know if you're all having a good time tonight, man. I set it up. I set this up for YouTube. So we'll say a prayer for Steve Torres. And that's where that goes. Okay, so we got that out of the way. Now, what's going to happen is I got a web page up. It's for the Road to Recovery. I'm making some changes to it. All right. I got a couple people that are going to help me through some stuff. Carrie Huff is almost there as counselors. Okay, I got Lisa Marie. They got to take a course with me. Rachel and them, they take a course with me. Steve laughed at me. Steve said I would get thrown in court. You don't have to have a degree to be a counselor, man. Degree, I don't prescribe medication. I tell you to, if you're going to detox, use your doctors. You got to be kidding me. Come on, Steve, throw another lawsuit or some bullshit at me. The Road Recovery works. It's a magical place. It's like Disney World. You watch it over, you watch it 2 times a day. In 16 weeks, you feel great. I just talked to this guy, Doc, today, and he called me up and he thanked me from the bottom of his heart. He said, Paul, I feel great today. Like Carrie Huff, man, 360 changes, man. Rachel Riggs, 360 change. And I'm getting Crystal Porter. She's my next. I'm going to accomplish that next, Crystal. You're next on my list. Watch it. If I have to take a one-on-one with your ass, we'll do that. Things happen in life, man. You know what? People die in your life, and it takes away years of your life, 25 years, 30 years, maybe a lifetime. You get over your parents or whatever. Well, you could have got over and enjoy your life, man. You'll see them for an eternity. When you pass away, you believe in heaven, man, you'll be with them. That's it. You can't ruin your life and ruin your marriages and stuff because someone passed away. And I'm sorry. My father got murdered in 2013. I don't let it bother me at all. And my sister knows 100%. It bothered me. I cried. And I'll tell you, I told this before on Facebook. The biggest thing I ever did is cried out on Facebook, looking for something back in the day. It was 2013, I think. December 23rd, I cried out, and I cried out for 2-3 years. Man, do I regret that. You know why I regret it? Putting all the bullshit on the people. Should have been done like that. To make someone feel bad, looking for something in notoriety that someone cares about me. You either care about a person or you don't. As much as my Facebook page, Carrie Huff, everybody, Donna Clayton, knows I'm not about notoriety. It's thumbs up. I never was. I'd rather be finding someone in the feed that's going to try to commit suicide and help them out. What's up, Steve Zale? Give me a call, man. The books are up. Good price. Better get them. It's starting to go, man. The pile's starting to go down. I care about people, and that's the way I'm going to be. You don't have to be on my Facebook page. You can leave tomorrow, man. But I'll tell you one thing. See, I did a creation that was so off the hook. I created this family that's so fucking real, man. It's pathetic. That's one. Two, I created a radio station versus MTV on Metal Forever. Never been done. I created a go-go joint and Chippendales joint. Imagine that shit, man. I bought up real estate. I own 400 pages on Facebook, so I can go around town and I can create anything I want, man. Maybe tonight I'll create a whorehouse. Hey Huff, you coming with me? We'll bring fucking Donna Clayton, Patty Davis to the show. Joe, joking aside, I think I bought a real estate, and I gave them for you, man. It's for Road Recovery, so you can go to good musical places and start your groups there and have great people. Hey, Leroy, what's up? Thanks for the donation, my friend. I go back to Leroy with Counter-Strike way back in the day. Right? A hell of a guy on a computer. You got to remember, man, life is very short, and it's going to catch up to you. And if you don't get your shit together, and everybody needs a little bit of the road to recovery to deal with the equalities of life, because it's going to get harder in the 30s. Times are changing, technology's changing, it's killing us all. I look back at 2010, 2012, man, it wasn't that bad. It just creeped real fast. It was coming up. It moved. After 98, You have Windows 2000, XP. Now you got Windows 10. Time went by fast, man. It's a gift. Don't let it slip. Enjoy it. Don't get so pissed off at your friend. Let it go. Don't get so pissed off at your boss if he yells at you. Let it go. It's not worth it. It puts a strain on your heart, your blood pressure. You'll have stress and anxiety, and the only thing that you'll be left doing is taking Xanax or some pill to try to straighten you out, which you really don't need. You can control it yourself. Does that make sense, kids? Sure, it does. I created the course. Hey, Ron. Now, I don't know. Wait, I got to stop right here. I don't know if you know Ron Hay, but Ronnie's the one that got me into case making way back in the day. I walked into a bar and Ronnie said, it was Lorena's girlfriend, said, I got a guy who makes cases. I didn't know what the fuck a case was. Ron had me down there, and man, we were having a good time. We're like, Ron, remember Bayonne Bob with the puff of blue smoke behind the cases? That was a trip. But like I said, everything is coming to the end. The music, there's no more good music. And I would ask Ron that. Times have changed since me and Ronnie been in the business. We've seen the change when Ronnie was working for me with Nirvana and Kravitz and all that, Soul Asylum. The music changed drastically. And there is no more good music out there left. So as much as Ron, I would rather live in an old school world of old time music. And Ron grows up in that world of Peace Pot and Microdot. Hell yeah, Ronnie. If it wasn't for Ron and the people I know from back in the day, they taught me about music. Because I listened. They were all in, Ronnie was into Electric Hot Tuna, fucking different bands, Leslie West and stuff like that. And you know what? I got into the music, and I love music, man. And over the years, I listened to it day by day, and I finally got caught up on the words, man. And I thank guys like Ron, man. You know what? He showed me one thing. He showed me a business that he took me into. It was FFC. The owner's Coy Frisbee. I still work with him up to the 24th of January, where I can't work no more. And I talk to Coy at least every 2 weeks. His time is running out. He's up in his 60s, and he's got about 4 more years, maybe. So that era of walking into FFC, Frisbee Flight Casing, and I remember Ron said, you watch, Paul, people walk in here. Anthrax walked in there. White Lion walked in there. Wasp walked in there, and it was just a different time, and it was a fun time. Can't take that back. Me and Ron know it. You can't go back. Me and Ron lived on a bunch of passes and autographs. So you gotta. I never really liked the business. It was always a bunch of pressure, but it was the thing of me. And I'll tell you, Ronnie was good with the angle cuts, man. That motherfucker would take an angle cut with how to guide down the saw, man. I remember Ronnie made my first dusk thing I would route out the latches, and the pieces would drop in, and he made a thing. It was like angled out on all sides, and the wood dropped in a chute, man. It was amazing. But Ron's got the ultimate story, man. I had a slide out tray for a rack system. It was hot summer. I'll never forget, a piece of black mica, and the tray was sitting there, and Ron sat down, and he was sweating his ass off, and his ass print was there. And I said, damn, man, I can make the spin around tray. Ronnie, you gave me the idea. Check this out. Man, damn that I saw a bunch of them motherfuckers. Some things in life, man. Stuff like that was hysterical. I mean, we had good times, we had bad times. And I'll tell you, back in the day, if you made cases, you were more like sniffing the glue. I tell you that. Okay. Case making. But it was basically in the end that case making gave me cancer. Okay, from the glues, the lacquer thinners, the cutting of the foam. especially the glue hitting the hard foam and the fumes. I used a water-based glue, and I eventually ended up had to be using where I worked a glue called 30NF in a spray. It was in a propane tank. It dried immediately. I was stuck there doing 80 sheets of wood at a time, 60 to 80 sheets of wood at a time to 68 sheets of Formica all day. I was high as a kite. No ventilation really. And that's another issue. But you watch yourself, man. Make sure your clothes are rinsed out good. Make sure if you're going to use Ajax, shit like that, make sure you wear rubber gloves because you will. It can cause cancer. All right. I never expected to get cancer in my life. You know, I never expected them to shoot a man-made drug called contrast at me. The lawyers will. I'm not even worried about that. If it happens, it happens. I don't look for money for materialistic things in life no more. I look for the things I cherish in life, and it's my girlfriend and living. And if I can get out and sit outside on a nice day and see the sun, and I got a perfect view from my not the picture that Steve Torres put up the side. I got actually a great view of New York City, so I can sit there. And even if I can't go nowhere, man, I sit in this chair. I have fun with you guys, man. I think it's great. I do storytellers. I do face the facts. I do a lot of shit. And I'm going maybe I might go over to metal forever tonight. A real family sticks together. And now if you have totally supported me, and I'll know it, trust me, you have shared my posts. You're welcome into my family and metal forever, the family that sticks together. Thanks a lot, Carrie. All right, so to let you know, let me see this if I can do this. No, I don't. I might not be able to. To let you know, I gotta bring this camera down. Where is it? To let you know, the boxes in the back there, kids, are your boxes. It's all getting packed out. It's going out next week, so you'll get your CDs and all the stuff you bought. So Patty will be on the way. Donna will be on the way, so don't worry about it. I'm selling all my CDs, and I got a whole bunch of stuff, Christmas stuff. I'm getting rid of it all. All right. I'm keeping enough stuff that my mom gave me that means stuff to me, and the rest is all gone. Thank you, Donna. I'll tell you one thing about Steve Torres. What he did was wrong. He said, I beg people for money. I didn't beg people for money. The fundraiser went up, and you know what? It was people like Donna Clayton. It's between Donna Clayton and Rachel Riggs got the highest totals of donations because of the road to recovery. And a part of me being sick, Carrie Huff shared around. She got donations. You got also Maria Rusto, Jenny McCarthy, because they cared. And these were SSI people. And a lot of people blew me off. They didn't even share, care, or do nothing. And I was pretty disappointed with that, but that's what it is. If they didn't think $1 was worth giving, and you got all these, yeah, I don't know how your Thanksgiving was, but mine was a cup of coffee with Elisa, and that was it. You still got my ZZ Top picture. I don't know, Ron. I got to check that out. I probably do. Hey, Rich, if you ever get to Florida, Ronnie would be a guy we want to do. Okay, what's up? Ronnie actually got me into the cases years ago, Rich, and Ronnie Haig is here, and he knows the whole truth of me dying at the case company. It was true. Ronnie saved my life. He got 2,500 pounds of wood. It fell on me. The last half of it, Ronnie got off of me. It was in an elevator. Ronnie saved my life. I wouldn't be talking to you. I should have been dead when my neck hit anyway. So Ronnie took care of me on his couch, went there every day. And you know what? We still went back to the case company, case mix. After I got operated on 1 week, I was back to the case company making cases, hopping around on 1 foot in a wheelchair. So that's where it goes. Ronnie's a very caring person, man. Trust me. You got to care, and that's what Ron did. We did what we had to do. You think the music business was so great when the designs came in, and it would push comes to shove. Ronnie would know we would work to sometimes, I swear to God, man, we worked to 4 or 5 in the morning. Maybe we'd go as long as we could go until we gave up. I think Ronnie's thing was taking the hour break over Spankies and watching the go-go dancers. Spankies, man. But we had a fun time. It was a fun time. And I thank Ron, man, for the trip. I'll never, hey, Ronnie, remember the story when, I don't know if you remember this, when the manager for Eddie Money came into Coy's place and he said, hey, skinny boy, man, Ronnie Spector would fuck your skinny ass. The best was, I think, Kurt, man. See, man, you never wear sweatpants in the case company back then, man. Oh, yeah, late to the stag party. You never wear sweatpants, and if you did at the case company, I swear to God, you better have that tie string tight, man. I'll never forget Kurt, man, who worked for us. We call him Kurt Hurt. Kurt, man, he was doing an order with this girl, right? And since he pulled down my sweatpants one day, I pull it down, and Kurt had to, and Ronnie dig this. Remember the American flag underwear on? Shit. It was fun, man. Yeah, it's fun, 100%. Kurt thought he looked like David Lee Roth, man. I got to bring up my wedding pictures to show you that shit. But hey, Ronnie, you stay tough, man. I'll get together with you. Chicks on the pool table. Oh my God. I don't know, Ron, man. I don't know. I remember that one time, man, at Lamore's with Crazy Diane, man, and fucking sticking ice cubes up her, man, with fucking about 3,000 people going, go, go, go. Okay. The 80s. And Ronnie will tell you, I did play for a band called Ritual. All right. And so if you want to know it, Ronnie knows it. Ronnie will put it up there for me. He knows I played with Billy Farley for, I don't know, for Ritual for 30 years. So, you know what? You got to love life. I told you the truth, and that's it. Steve Torres, I'll take care of. And thanks for supporting me 100%. Heather, follow my feeds, follow my YouTube feeds. It's gonna get going good now after June. You got to set your settings on the way you follow me, not just default, the first that comes up, and you'll get my notifications. All right. And if you do that, you'll get a part of the story. If you miss it, I hate when people say, I missed your live feed. It's up there. And once it goes up, you'll get the first feed. It's not the default feed. It's the first feed that comes up. You'll see it pulse going live or whatever. And I'm going to go into a Zoom room. And since Ron does have a cell phone or whatever, computer, I will be able to get Ron where there's 2 spots where me and Ron can talk to each other, and explain to you guys about the case business. It'd be a trip. Ron can take you through a trip through time of the 60s, 70s, and 80s. I mean, after the 80s, it was all dead. I mean, when Ron walked in and we were starting doing Soul Asylum and Kravitz, it was a whole different deal, man. It changed. But one thing we always had at the case company, I'll tell you, it was our music. I always bought a 5 CD changer that the guys could have their shit. And don't forget about bouncing that quarter off the bar, Ron. Especially with Denny, man. Hot Tub Adventure. We're going down to get chicks and shit. Hell yeah. All right. So I'm going to let you guys go. Thanks for stopping by. Like I said, Steve Torres, I don't know why you ever did it and made up the lies about a sick person. 70. I can't believe I got 74,000 people that worship me out there. I'm so fucking hot and awesome. I can't take it after that toll. And I've been running a fundraiser for 3 years, man. He said one time I collected $400,000, man. I was in on that. And hey, Ronnie, check this out. I own a $20,000 mansion. Want to come over and spackle, bro? All right. So there you go. Vince, you take care of Randy, man. Check out the video. You can see what's going on. Hey, Ron, remember when you lost your wallet in my van when you and Kurt took off that night? That was a good one, man. I got a song I got to sing. Like I said, I gotta send you a song. It's called "You Gotta Let a Hoe Be a Hoe," man. When he says, "Oh shit, my wallet was gone." The hoes beat me, but they left me alone. Hey Ronnie, I love you, man. You keep rocking, guys, and you know what? Life is a gift. Don't let it slip. And I'll be back on. I'm gonna lay down, or well, not actually lay down. I got some things we got to do, and then tomorrow I'm gonna take it a little easy. I got all these flash drives to load up. I got everything backed up now. Now they get sent off. If Ronnie knows, and Ronnie will tell you, I'm getting a letter from. I'm gonna ask Jeff Bova for a letter. Sammy Marandino, Eddie Martinez. Ronnie's very familiar with Jeff Bova. He ordered a hell of a lot of cases, man, back in the day. He's a great producer. And I also talked to Joey Vinny Calzone. Is going to call me. I got a surprise call from Don Sessions from Sessions Hardware today. He had an hour talk with me, went over everything, and you gotta love it. So, hey, Rich, that was a good one, man. Okay, Tom and Jerry. Oh my God. So you keep rocking the free world, and you know what? Let's see. How do we end something so good? All right. Let's see. Okay. Let me find one here. Almost. Hmm. I'm gonna sort my typing here. All right, almost got it. Oh God, man, these days I hate computers, man. You know what? I sort of ended off with a great night. Good times never left, man. You know what? Come to Road Recovery, get your shit together, enjoy life, and you won't have to ask one thing. Where it's all gone. So everybody, have a rocking night, and I'm gonna rock out with some music. Exactly, Heather. Hell no, I didn't. Go to recovery or never let me get rid of it. Hey, you have a great night. I'll talk to you guys later. Steve Torres, I'll say a prayer for you. You'll need it. Talk to you guys later. Hey, everybody. Join me. Glad for joining me over YouTube. Even when you join my post, I usually do 2 feeds. Oh, that's all right. It is what it is. Hey, Gladys, what's up? You know what? You enjoy life, take life day by day. Come to Road Recovery if you want. Like I said, what Steve Torres did was very wrong to me. He'll get his back. All right. He'll put up something stupid on here. Steve, you can't run away from it. Your lawyers were fake. You put it up. You got caught today. There is no GoFundMe. It's called crowdfund me. You lied to everybody. Your supporters that you care about. You lied just to get a total on Looks to Kill Rock Shop and them to buy your shit. Disappointing you as a person. I am the rock and roll community because I've stuck up for it all my life. You don't stick up for nothing. You live for the moment. You don't even cherish the moment. You wrote about Tinkerbell, how great she was, and then she fakes her death, and you look like an asshole. You should learn to trust people more. Look at their background, Steve. Well, kids, if you want to come over, Steve, and fix my ceiling, my $20,000 mansion, you can do that. I'm moving to Jeter's house next week. It's actually like 14 million. I'm gonna buy the fucker. I'll talk to you later. You guys have a great night. All right. Bye bye.